Hey kids, it's me, your old town overlord, Bill Cipher! And because you like to watch me suffer, I am going to be playing yet another dating simulator. This one is called Swooning Over Stands. The car begins to rattle, the wheels scratch against the country road, and you're screaming until crash! Oh, we're off to a good start. A car crash. How wonderful. Something lands on your shoulder. A hand. His hand on your shoulder leaves to tilt your head up. And he pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining it in your eyes. Two blinks, and he lets your chin... What? You're really gonna grab the chin of a complete stranger all homoerotically like that? Are you kidding me? His eyes start over the rest of you. Take me out to dinner first. Type in your name. Regular person. That does seem like a name I would pick, but I think I should maybe pick an actual name. Should I go with Silas again like I did for 84 Sim? Or should I come up with a new name? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put my actual name. It'll make the content more interesting. Try again. The fuck you mean try again? What if I put my last name? Oh, that works. Okay, that makes no sense at all. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. I need a fake name. I need a fake name. I'm just gonna be regular person. Regular person. I'm Stanford Pines. Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken enough as it is. You would shake my hand, huh? He has no idea. And I really do wish we could shake hands, even if it's just in some stupid game. But unfortunately, he's not gonna shake my hand. Ah, Stanley. Magnet gun. It must have pulled this victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it's entirely my fault. Of course it is. Of course it's one of his dumb nerd inventions that gets regular person stuck in Gravity Falls guilt tripping time. A tear streaks down your cheek, and before you know it, you're crying. Both men look intensely uncomfortable, but Ford reaches out to give you a hesitant pat on the shoulder. Why is he so touchy? We just met. Crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle. Ooh, who could that be? Who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? It's more common than you think. My brother Stanley here could drive you out to town to find a place to stay for the night, or you could stay the night here. So we're once again going the car crash leads to forced proximity route. Why is this so common in these stupid dating sims? Shooting star, of course. Why is it that everyone automatically thinks I'm at fault? Because you are, dumbass. Well, this time it is my fault. Okay, at least he admitted to it. Well, this turn of events is suspicious. And of course, even if you choose the no option, it turns into a yes, because that's how dating sims work. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an elementary mistake. It's far from the worst mistake you've made, Sixer. Hey, I like you, regular person. I don't like you. Dipper meet regular person. I've stranded his car here by accident. Stranded his car? You crashed it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He literally crashed my car. And regular person was lucky to make it out alive. Are you sure I made it out alive? Because this seems more like hell, if you ask me. Look, I'm all for the chaos of untested weapons, but not when it involves my stuff. You were trying to install a safety precaution. I was trying to look on the bright side. I was trying to see the beauty of the chaos, but nope. You just had to squash that immediately. Let him stay in the storage room. You're really gonna make me stay in the storage room? Are you kidding me? Do you know who I am? actually, if they did know who I was, they'd probably kill me on the spot. Oh, who's that? Who's that at the window? If Sixer doesn't miss me, if he really wants me gone forever, why is this window still here? I assume this is at least several months after Weird Mageddon. And look who's still here. Look who's still here. Someone misses me. Pathetic. And try preparing as polite a guest breakfast as you can. That is completely out of character. I would just raid their entire fridge and be like, thanks for the human food, suckers. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford. Seriously? First you're crashing my car, now you're crashing into me. Get a grip. Ford regards you in awkward silence. I hate awkward silence. We can't be having that. You really think that I want to spend my free time touring the town that you saved? No. What? Oh, there's some sort of chaos. No, seriously, again, that's out of character. I would not be scared of some lame dog-eating monster. Oh yeah, to catch you up, Sixer's making some repellent thing to keep the pigs safe from some kind of predator. I don't really care about that, but it's either that or the car with Stanley. And you follow his averted line of sight to Mabel, who's just about something you couldn't catch. I wish this game would let me use my mind-reading powers, that I could have caught it. When she catches you looking her way, Mabel gives you a 100-watt smile, the picture of innocence. Seems like I'm not the only one in this shack manipulating old Fordsy here. Well, you're about to come face-to-face with the unexplainable yourself. You're looking in the eye of something unexplainable. Peer through the window, respect the privacy. I'm definitely looking through the window. When did I ever respect privacy? Again, I really wish that I could use my powers in this game, because then I could just look through that window that we literally saw before that has me in it. I could just look into that little peephole. Surely there's other windows with that same design around the house. There used to be like a dozen of them. I don't know, I think he got rid of a couple. Why is it that in both of the dating sims I played, there was a car crash leading to forced proximity and something to do with butterfly nets? A single moth swing from Mothman himself. If I wasn't in a human form, I could do this with the snap of a finger. Listen to this. Besides, Mothman used to come back at this lamp I had lit out in the backyard. It seems like such an innocent hobby that I never had the heart to chase it off. He went soft for Mothman. I detailed my discoveries in a series of research journals. Well, there were more like diaries before you ripped some of the pages out, but if you want to call them research journals, then you do you, Fordsy. Must have gotten up to some pretty crazy stuff back then. That's one way to put it. It only took 6 years for me to get it over my head. Takes a moment to look away from your gaze, seemingly in bittersweet remembrance. He misses me. Did you know I could whisper? Let's see, we're definitely gonna hype him up. We gotta stroke his ego a little bit. Let's say they're so photorealistic, because I must admit he was pretty good at capturing my handsome likeness. Okay, I know you have your weapons. That one's debatable. What about the magnet gun? I thought it would be prudent to leave its magnetic fields alone for a while until I have the time to optimize it. See what I mean? Complete buzzkill. Could the most conventional method be the unconventional one? Or would Mothman be able to overcome its mothly nature and just stop overthinking, Sixer? All you do is think. Just relax your mind for once. Sheesh. Ford's giving the creature a bright smile, the first of its kind that you've seen since leaving Mabel at the shack. I mean, his smile wasn't so bad. Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? I'm fine. But what if my most favorite pastimes is playing dungeons, and more dungeons? He tried to get me into that nerd game several times. I could never understand the hype. Gum? Thanks or no thanks? You know what? Why not? Now we're in a cave. A shadow with eyes that glow red near darkness like rubies. Like rubies, I would have said like human blood spilling out of the body, but you do you. Ford looks between you and the Mothman, apparently hoping for a dramatic reaction. Your speechlessness seems to satisfy him. I would not be speechless. I met the Mothman before. He's honestly kind of boring and pathetic. So he's gonna capture one of the moths that makes up the Mothman. Yeah, let me do it. He double checks the jar and you peer through the glass. A small black moth flutters inside. See? Easy peasy. I told you Mothman was pathetic. You know what? Maybe I couldn't get that handshake earlier, but a high five may be close enough for now. You raise your hand in a universally understood offer of high five. Ford pauses, then grins, high-fiving you, or rather, sings. Oh, and the art style changed. We have like this oil painting look now. Interesting. Yep, and now we're back to the regular art style. I really haven't seen the Milky Way in a while. I've had a couple chances this summer. Okay, you don't need to rub it in. You both stare up at the sky in a comfortable silence for a few more moments. The quiet of the forest settles in, along with a distant sound of flowing water, and you find yourself surprisingly glad that Ford had accidentally pulled you here. If this is one of the moments you get to experience. I'm gonna be honest, this is not too bad. I mean, we still had to help him with the chore involving butterfly nets in the dark, just like in the last game, but once the stars get involved, it starts hitting different, you know? Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see Ford looking at you instead of up, but when you tilt your head back down, his attention is elsewhere. I tell you, he is a sucker for me. He's so much of a sucker for me that he's being a sucker for me even when he doesn't know it's me. Maybe we'll even get to spot the hide behind or tag along with Dipper when he next visits the multiverse. I don't want to tag along with Pine Tree. Can't it just be the two of us? Let's talk about the stars, shall we? I'm aware of the different constellations, and I know that there's one that happens to be the same shape as me, but to me, I think all the stars are nice. Exactly. You helping me today, however, was not part of the plan. You're making it rather hard to settle my debt. I think you did me a favor just by letting me come along today. Ooh, we're putting on the Riz. This is actually kind of fun. I was not expecting to have this much fun playing a dating sim. You wouldn't have had any odd sightings yet, have you? You know what? Let's say last night. I want to see how he reacts. It's a little silly, but I felt a little unsettled last night before I went to bed. Almost like I was being watched out in the hallway. The decapitated head of wax figure Larry King. Regular person, I have to admit, I didn't want to take you with me earlier today. I thought I'd be walking myself into an uncomfortable social situation. So did you, to be honest. True, I'm feeling the same right now, honestly. Like, I thought this was gonna suck and I was just gonna be doing work for him, but now we're actually, like, stargazing and having a conversation. It's actually not that bad. A butterfly net against Mothman, easily a 3% success rate. Well, maybe it's a 3% success rate when a regular person is handling the net. But I'm not a regular person. I am the regular person. Wink, wink. We should head back now. I'm sure Mabel will want to hear we've been successful. Honestly, I don't want to head back. I wish we could just stay there, away from his annoying, pathetic family. Just the two of us. Ford strides into the shack, a man on a mission. You grin and follow, but not before taking one last look at the night sky. Oh, if only. pretty much what I said on my own. For once, the in-game me is actually in character. Something about lavender is so soothing to the senses that you crash out fairly soon afterwards because I am a puny, feeble mortal now who falls asleep at the scent of lavender. Lovely. This guy, actually tolerable in this particular game. It almost felt like we had... Never mind. Let me know if you want to see more of me playing this game. And remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is holographed by gold. Bye!